Last night, the Lakers honored Pau Gasol by raising his jersey into the rafters and placing it next to all the other legendary Lakers who have come before him and had their jerseys and numbers retired. Pau Gasol gave a very beautiful, eloquent, heartfelt speech that you could find out there on YouTube 100%. I'm not going to post it because it's there. He literally did his best to thank everybody that he could. I mean, from his family members, his teammates, right on down to the unsung heroes of the Lakers organization that, dudes that like probably mop the floor and stuff like that. Like, he literally thanked everybody. Pau Gasol is a classy gentleman, a great ambassador of the game, and just an overall. I mean, he ended the speech. I will say this: he ended the speech by saying he will continue to. He said he would continue to help the less fortunate in the world. That would be his mission. And I suggest you go watch his speech. But the Lakers honored him. It was a beautiful ceremony. It was done at halftime. It didn't interrupt anything or precede anything. It was very well done, and he deserved it. And now, thinking back to when Pau first joined the Lakers, you see, Pau Gasol was doing his thing on the Memphis Grizzlies. And, he was a good player. But when Kevin Garnett got traded to the Celtics, now there was rumors that he was going to join the Lakers and join Kobe. And if you hear that, you're like, man, it's going to be over. You got KG and Kobe. It's over. Like, that's a two-headed monster that no one in the league was going to want to deal with at that time. But, of course, KG went to Boston. We all know what happened with that team. But when the trade happened, it wasn't something that was really being talked about as a possibility. See, as good as Pau was back then, it wasn't like he was the guy that was going to come in and save your franchise. Like when we heard the rumors of KG coming to the Lakers to join Kobe, we thought, okay, that's title time. When Pau came, it was like, okay, now we have a chance to be competitive. We're not going to suck anymore, but no one was thinking it was going to lead to 3 straight finals appearances, resulting in a back-to-back repeat in 2009 and in 2010. So, yes, Pau was good, but no one expected when they joined forces that would be what they would get out of it. And just the complete buy-in to team concept by the entire team resulted in some great teams over the course of those few years. When they later brought in an aged and weathered Nash and a not quite mentally there, or maybe physically, Dwight was hurt and couldn't do it. But when they tried to form that team, all the problems that are all well documented were there, and that resulted in Kobe tearing his Achilles tendon and basically ending his reign as an elite player. He did play several years after that, but he was never the same, right? But on the night that Pau Gasol was honored in such a beautiful ceremony, a fitting ceremony, and a well-deserved ceremony, retiring his number as a member of the Lakers in the rafters right next to Kobe, the actual current Lakers did well for themselves and won another game without LeBron, who's out for at least 2 more weeks, and D'Lo, who should be coming back soon. The team has been playing really well, and Anthony Davis was being called out by the media, saying that he needs to rise to the challenge while LeBron is out and carry the team to success. Well, he's done every bit of that. And, there was a sequence last night when he was getting a rebound or something like that, and someone reached in and hit him on the bridge of the nose and cut his nose wide open. And he fell to the floor, and he observed, and he noticed he had blood, and then he got right back up and started playing. They had to take him out of the game. He only went out of the game to come back with literally like tissues in his nose. It wasn't until after halftime that he had an actual bandage on his cut. But he's showing toughness. He's showing resolve. He's scoring a lot of points and getting a lot of rebounds and getting blocks, 2-3 blocks a game, but he's not forcing anything. He's playing within the flow of the game, and he's allowing the other players to get involved and to get themselves going. It seems like the whole entire team lately has this sort of like understanding with each other where like they'll let someone try to get their thing going for a minute or two, take a couple shots or something, and if it doesn't work out, they'll let the next guy go for it. And then they'll let each other all get going, all get warmed up, and then it's just they all move the ball around, they all trust each other, and they all want to make the smart play. It's like they want to pass it. They want to make an assist to their teammate. Like you can see that they're enjoying playing with each other. So hopefully this is a trend, and hopefully it's not just like some sort of little blip and a little, anomaly of suddenly they think they know how to play for 5 games and then they forget. If Lakers could continue like this and make it into the play-in or even into the playoffs themselves without having to play in the play-in tournament, that would be great. Obviously, you would assume LeBron, they haven't said the season's over. They're going to reevaluate in 2 more weeks. Depending on what happens with him, they may have to go into the playoffs without him, which they're building chemistry, and obviously adding LeBron to any team is going to be a huge weapon. But at this point, with him being hurt, and, he almost has to be like a special weapon that you only pull out when you need him, because you can't have him doing the whole game in the playoffs. Like, he needs to just be limited minutes and used for, special purposes, secret weapon, bring him out, unleash him, bring him back, let him rest. But we don't know what's going to happen with him, so that's just imaginations and stuff. I'm saying all this to say that the Lakers look good, and in a night where the beautiful ceremony for Pau's jersey retirement resulted in the Lakers winning, AD going off and showing and proving that he has what it takes to be the leader for that team. So I'm no expert, I just call it how I see it, and I see that the Lakers, if this team cohesion is real and they can continue playing with this sort of mind state and determination, they're not going to win all the games, but they can make some noise in the playoffs, hopefully. Till next time,